You all set, Tom? Good evening. Welcome to the Township of Lacey Township Meeting, June 12, 2014. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act pursuant to Public Laws 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Beacon and was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and the place of the meeting. We're going to begin with a salute to the flag and a moment of silence, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item number 1, second reading of ordinance 2014-13, authorizing donation of block 2200, lots 39 and 40.
Ordinance of the Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the acquisition of block 2200, lots 39 and 40 from the estate of David J. Haig in accordance with NJSA 48:12-5A1. This is a 40 by 100 non-conforming parcel in the Pinelands Preservation Zone. The estate is donating it back to the township.
Being the second reading, I'll open to the floor for any public comment.
Seeing no comment, motion to close the floor.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Could I have a motion on the ordinance?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn?
Yes. Resolution 2014-146, authorizing the issuance of tax anticipation notes.
Resolution Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing and providing for the issuance and sale of tax anticipation notes for the Township of Lacey. Until we get our state energy tax receipt monies, the township needs to float some tax anticipation notes in order to get us through the next couple of months, 2 of those being the payments to the school that we need to make for the month of June and July. So we are anticipating $7.5 million that we would need to go borrow until the August tax quarter comes in, and then hopefully our ETR money will come in as well in August.
Motion?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
We've done this before too.
Yes,
right?
we did it last year,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
And Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Number 3, resolution 2014-147, renewing the retail distribution licenses.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, renewing plenary retail distribution licenses in the Township of Lacey. Those would be our liquor stores. The new active license starts July 1st and runs through June 30th of 2015. That would be Spirits Unlimited, Lacey Liquors, and JR Liquors.
Can I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 4, resolution 2014-148, renewing retail consumption licenses.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, renewing plenary retail consumption licenses in the Township of Lacey. Those would be your restaurants such as Captain's Inn, Latitudes, Capri's, Il Giordano's, Applebee's, Rella's, which is a pocket status license, and Shark Fin, which is also a pocket status license.
Can I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 5, resolution 2014-149, renewing club liquor licenses.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, renewing club liquor licenses in the Township of Lacey, and that would be the Lacey Elks Lodge, the Forked River Tuna Club, the Forked River Memorial Post BFW, the Loyal Order of the Moose, and the Forked River Columbian Club.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 6, resolution 2014-150, approving the public display of fireworks.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, approving the public display of the Lacey Township fireworks in accordance with the guidelines of the State Division of Fire Safety. These are for our fireworks that we're anticipating on July 3rd, 2014, with an authorized rain date of July 5th, 2014.
Can I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 7, resolution 2014-151, authorizing a leave of absence.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing a leave of absence for Kimberly Gudgeon. This is an extension of a leave of absence. This is an unpaid leave of absence as of this point, and it will be up into including July 7th, 2014.
Can I have a motion?
Move it.
Have a second?
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 8, resolution 2014-152, authorizing the receipt of bids for various municipal projects.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the receipt of bids for various projects and equipment by the Department of Public Works for the Township of Lacey. These are just authorizing receipt of bids in anticipation of future projects that were approved in the budget. The first one being the dual broom sweeper unit or approved equal, the Mason dump vehicle, the GMC Sierra 2500, the 2014 Community Development Block Grant road improvement projects for the east-west roadways between Vaughn Avenue and Holmes Avenue, the HVAC rooftop unit replacements for the police department, the HVAC central control equipment within the municipal building, bulkhead replacements at various street ends, the surface coating and lining improvements to the tennis courts within Gilly Park and other areas, dredging to lagoon openings to the bay and other areas, specifically Stouts Creek, are the projects that we have slated to hopefully begin this year, or at least get them out to bid.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 9, resolution 2014-153, authorizing the refund of deposit monies.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the refund of deposit monies held for the use of municipal facilities.
Have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 10, resolution 2014-154, authorizing the payment of the township bills.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the payment of township bills in the amount of $5,184,566.25.
Can I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Most?
Yes.
Mayor Quinn.
Yes. Item number 11, monthly reports.
For the month of May, the municipal clerk's office collected receipts in the amount of $26,942.10. For the month of April, the tax collector's office collected receipts in the amount of $5,802,984.80. For the month of May, the tax collector's office collected receipts in the amount of $10,379,444.83. Department of Community Development for the month of May collected receipts in the amount of $74,137. For the month of May, road opening permits were collected in the amount of $4,050. Recycling commodity was collected in the amount of $664, and truck parking was collected in the amount of $600. For the month of April, municipal docks were collected in the amount of $24,200. And for the month of April, municipal court fees were collected in the amount of $33,337.18. Motion to accept the reports is read.
Move it.
Second.
All in-
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 12, motion to approve township meeting minutes of May 22nd, 2014.
Second.
All in favor?
Abstain.
Item number 13.
Abstain.
Mine's a yes. Motion to approve caucus meeting minutes of May 22nd, 2014.
Move it. Second.
All in favor?
Abstain. Abstain.
And item number 14, motion to approve raffle license application for the Region 6 NJSNA.
Move it.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any ayes?
No.
No ayes. Mr. Dykoff?
Yes, had the honor and pleasure to walk in the Memorial Day Parade this year, and I want to thank all those residents who came out and cheered us on. It was quite inspiring. I want to thank all the participants and the organizers, the Veterans Association. And the nice thing when the speeches at the end honoring all our veterans and those who are in the, fighting for us. Most of the speeches focused on why Memorial Day is. It's a celebration of sorts, but it's a celebration to thank those who've served our country and continue to serve our country. So keep those people in our thoughts, and look forward to many years of support from the residents and the Veterans Association as well. I had the honor last week of attending the awards ceremony at the high school, where our sophomore, juniors and seniors received the high honor roll and student of the year and the valedictorian and salutatorian was announced. And the pride of the parents was overwhelming, and the pride of the children were overwhelming as well. And so I just wanted to congratulate all those students, their parents, their families for the hard work, and keep it up, and look forward to doing it every year. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dykoff. Mr. Curatolo?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I wanted to thank a few people tonight. I had the pleasure and really the honor of delivering a program in my full-time capacity at the County Health Department, and of course at no cost to our high school here. On May 30th, I went out there right before prom with really this fantastic partnership that we have with the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office. Delivered a program called Project Dry, Driving Responsible Youth. And it's something that we do really with the prosecutor's office taking the lead around the county. And I'm fortunate enough to be there too, because of what I do with Intoxicated Driver Resource Center up in Toms River. So, I mean, the program, it's a prom safety program. It was very well received. I'm very grateful. I want to thank Principal Hanshew, Margaret Rand. I want to thank Kelly Brown, and certainly Tom Faulkner, the SACs over at the high school, the students. All of the juniors and seniors were there in attendance. They were asked, I mean, they were excited about it. We focus on penalties. We focus on good decision-making. The questions were good. The video presentations were good. We were well-received, and we look forward to doing that for our high school every year. And again, that's at no charge to any of our schools. So I'm grateful to have been a part of that prevention program. Also wanted to mention something for our senior community. Received a telephone call today from Mr. Bob Restar, Office of Emergency Management Coordinator, with specific regard to Pheasant Run. There's going to be a meeting at 12 noon at the clubhouse on June 24th. There's going to be a grant person there from the state. So if there are questions for residents in Pheasant Run with specific regard to their properties adjoining different areas in that parcel, that part of our town, we may have the opportunity, and there are no promises, we want to hear from you, we may have the opportunity to clear out some of that brush, and it's for fire safety. So being one of the liaisons to police and fire safety and our emergency services, it's open, that meeting is open to residents of Pheasant Run. So we're hoping that we can provide some of those services over there to those to the people in that part of town that need them. Again, I think the Memorial Day Parade, I want to echo some of the sentiments of our Deputy Mayor, Mr. Dykoff. Fortunate, and it's an honor. I am not a veteran. I do sit on the Veterans Commission here in town. We have some of our veterans in the audience, and it's a great honor to have that meeting monthly and to have such, it was a success. We had people that lined the streets here on our Memorial Day Parade, and it was from the heart, and it was great to honor our veterans, past and present, all our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and I just want to thank you for your service. And like I said, we have gentlemen here tonight, and that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, Mr. Votel. Stephen?
If anyone is unaware, Frank Crandall, our head building inspector for the past 30 years, is retiring at the end of this month. Frank has been a pleasure to work with, and we're sorely missed by both the employees in the building department and the building community in general. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Dave?
Thanks, Mayor. I too want to thank everybody, all our veterans. The vet works in town. They do unbelievable work. They advocate for their sisters and their brothers as far as the servicemen and women are concerned, and it's really impressive. I've went to a couple functions, and it's amazing the work they do. So it was great to be a part of that for the parade, and I want to thank all the people that volunteered putting that together, and thank you, Pete. You did a wonderful job. I know you're the liaison to the Veterans Commission, and I want to thank you for
It's my honor.
holding your
The
own.
vets did the work. Thank you.
And the new summer brochures are out for the summertime for the rec department, and the beaches will be open this Saturday. So badges are sold on site, and the beaches look great. And also, don't forget about our day camp programs that we have. You can download the registration forms and bring them out back. Jim has just continued to build all the programs in the back. In fact, they have a new addition for adult basketball at the First Lake for adults 18 and over. So they're going to have a league back in there by the First Lake. So if you're interested, just go see our rec department. And they'll also have another program, the co-ed volleyball, and that's adult as well, and that'll be at Gilly Park. So I encourage you to please look at the brochure. It's online. It's been updated, and there's so many programs here, and it'll just fill you in with all the current events that we have coming up for the summer too. The last thing I have, this was in my mailbox, from the Girl Scout Troop 538, will be holding a donation drive to benefit the Popcorn Park Animal Shelter, Sunday, June 22nd, 10 to 3 p.m. at the Lacey Township Municipal Building parking lot. Donations include blankets, towels, science, dog, cat food, toys, bed, leashes, collars, litter boxes, Amazon gift cards, as well as cash donations. Please stop by to help support this great cause. Popcorn Park Zoo, they do wonderful work for protecting animals out there. John Bergman does a nice job. So with that said, that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Just echoing my fellow committee members' comments on the Memorial Day Parade. It was certainly a beautiful day for a parade, and it was a great day to honor all of those men and women that fought and lost their lives throughout the different generations. Like Mark said, it was nice because it put a light on a lot of stuff that our younger generations aren't really 100% aware of, and I think it's so important. I said that day when I was talking that we take and educate the young men and women in this country so that it never goes to, and it gets to a situation where people don't realize why we have the freedom that we have. So it was a great day. I thank the Veterans Associations and Peter in putting it all together. It was certainly something that we were all in attendance that day, and we all certainly were very honored to be in attendance that day. You know, I see a couple vets sitting out here today, and hats off to you. We certainly thank each and every one of you for what you've done throughout your lifetimes for us. So. On Dave just spoke about the donation drive with Troop 538. That's something that if you have the ability to help out, it really does mean a lot, because Popcorn Park Zoo operates basically on donations, and I know the Girl Scouts have seen that there's a need there, and they're going out and trying to fulfill that. So write it on your calendar. It's next Sunday, the 22nd, and you know, even if it's just a can of food that you can donate, anything that you can do certainly helps out. The last 2 or 3 weeks, I've had the honor of going out to a couple of the elementary schools in town, as well as the kids in some of the schools coming here for career days and speaking with them on what government's all about. So I want to thank the 3 elementary schools for the opportunities. Those of us that have sat as mayor, we've all done it over the years, and it's certainly one of the highlights of being the mayor, going out and meeting the boys and girls. Some of the questions that they come up with are certainly very unique, and they have a lot more insight into what government's all about than probably any of us sitting up here ever did at that age. So it was my last class came in here yesterday. I had Cedar Creek here this week, and they came in, and I spent some time with with all 5 classes, and then they had the opportunity to go out and spend some time in the police department and the public works department. But I want to thank all the principals and all the individuals in the schools that put these programs together, because it's certainly a nice opportunity not only for us to get our message out there and meet the kids, but our other departments, the police department and public works, to also do the same. So I thank each and every one of them for what they've done. I guess it was 2 or 3 weeks ago we had the Relay for Life that we've been talking about for the last 11 months. It took place up in Berkeley Township on it started on Saturday, and it went through Saturday night right into Sunday morning. And I have to tell you, I had the opportunity to go up there. Mayor Amato invited me up to do a proclamation on stage at the start of the function itself. And looking around the park, I have to say there was probably more individuals there from Lacey Township than there was from Berkeley Township, which really made me feel very good. We had tremendous amount of individuals from our school system. We had the Lenoka Harbor staff up there. They had a team themselves, and then we also had a team out of the high school, which was called Lacey Pride, which was made up of a lot of high school children. A young man in the junior class put the whole thing together, and it was the largest team. I think there was 85 people on this team. It was the largest team that they had participating in the event itself. They raised a lot of money. Our superintendent was there, our assistant superintendent, all of our administrators, all of our principals. They all went up there, and they spent hours up there walking the track and doing what they had to do to try and raise more money for such an important cause. So I thank all of the residents, all of the school folks that were involved, and they certainly went above and beyond. I know Mr. Bender's not here tonight, but he was up there as one of the organizers, and I know he put in a lot of time as well. So it was a great cause, and it's funny because when I was leaving, they said that they were going to wait a couple weeks, and then there's a new girl that's taking over for next year, and she's going to be down here probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks trying to get things in motion for next year. So They don't miss a beat, but they're working on such a very, very important cause. In line with that, I also just want to mention, coming up next Saturday, if anyone ever drives around town on Saturdays and you go over by Lake Onega Drive, off of Lacey Road to the north, you'll, right as you cross Steuben, on the house on the corner there's always a little stand set up for Alex's Lemonade, which is another childhood cancer fundraiser that the young people who live in that house have put together. They've been doing it for a number of years, and they gave us a notice that they're going to be doing it for pretty much the entire day on the 21st, which is next Saturday. So if you have an opportunity, we've all been invited, and we're all going to make an effort to get over there and visit and spend a little time. There's 5 or 6 individuals that are doing it that day, and it's such a very, very important cause. We're trying to combat childhood cancer. So I think if you have the opportunity to do it, it certainly is well worth it. Go over, buy a glass of lemonade, talk to the kids, and you'll really come out of there feeling very good. But it's next Saturday, the 21st of June. I have some police stats I just want to read. The stats are for the month of May 2014. The Lacey Township Police Department handled 3,962 calls for service during the month of May 2014. We had 713 motor vehicle stops, resulting in 280 summonses and 116 written warnings. We had 58 motor vehicle accidents, 187 first aid calls, 17 DWI arrests, 81 physical arrests, and 12 drug arrests. Now that the season for fireworks is coming upon us and everyone is looking forward to the Lacey Township fireworks display scheduled for Thursday, July 3rd, it is important to remember that the possession of or use of fireworks by the public is illegal. To maintain the safety and peace of the community, the Lacey Township Police Department will be strictly enforcing the state laws related to illegal fireworks. Anyone found to be in possession of fireworks or involved in the discharge of fireworks will be charged state statute NJSA 21:3-2 and will be required to appear in municipal court. Lacey Township Police Department has responded to more than 500 complaints from residents of illegal fireworks over the past 4 summers. The number of incidents involving the illegal use of fireworks has been increasing every year. On Wednesday, June 11, 2014, Officer Michael Vermey and Officer Dimitri Tsarnas were honored at the 2014 MAD New Jersey Law Enforcement Recognition event at the Middlesex County College in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Both officers were honored by the Mothers Against Drunk Driving organization for their consistent and diligent DUI enforcement efforts. Both officers serve within the Uniform Patrol Division of Lacey Township Police Department and are known locally for their drug interdiction efforts and their consistent DUI enforcement. Officer Tsarnas is a certified drug recognition expert who assists departments around the county as part of a county-wide DRE team. Likewise, Officer Michael Way is a highly trained traffic investigation expert who is a member of the Ocean County Fatal Accident Support Team. In addition to their patrol assignments, both officers are on call 24 hours a day for their expertise as part of DRE and accident investigation shared service agreements with the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office. Drug interdiction and DUI enforcement have been set as a priority for all sworn officers and detectives of the police department. The dedicated officers and detectives of the Lacey Township Police Department have made over 100 drug arrests as well as 57 DUI arrests in the first 5 months of 2014. These efforts will continue and will be intensified as we move forward. Officer Michael Verway and Officer Dimitri Tsarnas have made significant contributions to the department's proactive enforcement efforts as recognized by the MAD organization. The chief talks about the different programs in here that we're involved in with the county. In addition to the 2 he references here, we also have our SWAT team, which is also another program which we work hand in hand with Mr. Coronado up in the prosecutor's office. We do a lot of shared services, and we're continuing to get involved in a lot more as we move forward. And our officers are each individually involved in different things throughout the prosecutor's office, and it's bringing more and more help to fight the problems that we have. It's bringing more and more knowledge back to the streets of Lacey Township with what the officers are learning up in these different seminars and everything that they're participating in. But these 2 individuals have done an outstanding job. They've been recognized by MAD for what they've done, and they deserve a tremendous amount of credit, and we're certainly very proud of their performance and the efforts that they put in. I've said before, I think at the last 2 meetings, we are getting into the summer season. the chief is stepping up the DUI enforcement, and we are gonna be stopping cars on a regular basis, trying to bring individuals involved and take them off the road so that the safety of other residents is not jeopardized in this town. So if you're involved in that, please be aware, get yourself a DD, call, get somebody to pick you up, but it's not something that you can be happy with if we ultimately pick you up and arrest you for a drunk driving charge. So just keep everyone else in mind, and go out, have a good time, but make sure you make plans to be able to get home safely. Having said that, I'll open the floor to public comment. Regina?
Regina DeSenza, Sunset Drive, Sunrise Beach. Yesterday, Lacey Patch did post an article that there is a recall effort.
Stop right there.
Oh, you don't want to hear about it?
No, well, first of all, this is not the forum for any of your personal initiatives against the school. I've said you that
No, I
before.
have a question.
No, well, you have a question, you can ask a question, but if you're gonna further one of your personal initiatives
Oh,
against the
no,
school, you filed a petition, you did, it's personal, you and several individuals. If you wanna further that, this is not the forum to do it. Now, if you have a question about something,
Yes.
that's fine, but
I would like to
I'm not gonna
ask.
entertain your
All right.
personal initiatives.
That's fine.
Okay.
I have a question. If I was to obtain signatures, could I use this either building or premises to, like, have a table and collect signatures? No? Yes?
No.
I don't think legally,
Yeah.
Lauren would
No,
have to
I'd
answer
have to,
that.
no.
No,
Not allowed,
because,
okay.
yeah, it would basically
I
be
just
saying
asked because
township's
it's a
force.
central location, and that's why I asked. All
Yeah,
right.
because it's not an endorsed township item.
Right, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
that, but this is a central location, so that's why I asked. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Otto?
Otto Zone, 743 Lakeside Drive, North Forked River. First, I have a question about this program that was put before you some time ago about buying the electricity in bulk for the township and everything, and the residents therein. Has any of that come to fruition, or is it just something that's died?
Yes, Veronica will address that.
I just received a phone call today from Stafford, because we're in a co-op with ourselves and Manchester Township and Stafford Township, and the bids were put out, the prices are due back, and within the next week, myself and Committeeman Most will be going down to Stafford to look at those bids and to review them and to see what the prices are for the community aggregation.
Because I have been contacted by Consolidated, for different rates for electricity, by using them. And I didn't want to get involved in anything if this township thing was going to come to fruition.
That's a good choice, Otto, because if you stay with JCP&L, that's who you want to be with to transition into this program that we're talking about. So that I caution everybody when they're looking at these third-party providers, because there's a lot of companies that just aren't upfront about things. They lowball you, they get you into the program, and if you don't sign a contract with them and then you want to get out, and then they zap you for all the savings that you had gotten up front. So you have to be very cautious about it. That's why, as far as municipalities, if we end up in a 2-year contract, it'll benefit everybody, because you won't be hassled by those third parties. You won't have to monitor your bills. There's a lot of advantage, but the price has to be right for the residents. So, and
Yeah.
we'll
That's
vet
what
that
I-
all out, so.
That's what I was wondering, because I hadn't heard a thing about it.
Yeah, well, in government, it takes time, and Veronica knows. She's been all over that, and we've just been waiting for
So-
Stafford to take the move.
In other
make the
words, it
move.
would not pay me to go take it.
No,
it
do
through-
not make the move at this time. Let us vet this out, and let's see what the price is, and if it's a considerable savings for our residents, then we'll give them the option to opt out. And, the big benefit here is we'll just be acting as a big customer base with all the other towns. And the municipalities don't make any money off this. This is just dealing with a large population and offering that as a business perspective.
So my contract is up with them now.
Yeah, just let it go back to JCP&L.
Do I tell them that, or do I call JCP and
Just call JCP&L, they come out and they read your meter, but that takes sometimes up to 2 months transition there, and that's why I'm telling you, and then all of a sudden these third parties, they can hike your electric bill up to 14 cents when the, the price is around 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's amazing what they do to people. In fact, what they're doing to people too, they're also scamming them, and they're actually signing them up for their third-party contracts, and these people don't even realize it. So there's a lot of scams out there. So this will eliminate it when the towns get involved, and as long as the savings
That's what I was.
is worth it. So.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
I'm sorry for the delay. Things just take time.
I just don't want to get into something that is not going to help me.
Yeah, you're better off just going back to JCP, and now the transition will be a lot smoother that way.
Okay? All right. And the second question, my favorite question to all of you up there, is the geese on the lake. They have not improved. I could sit in my house and just watch them up and down the beach. The bulldozer was over there and did the whole beach on Tuesday. It looked beautiful for that one day, if part of that day. There's now goose droppings over just about all of it. Now, if that beach is going to be an open beach for public to use this summer, I'm hoping that we don't have problems with people getting sick from the goose crap. It's not only ugly, it smells, and it is, I think, a health hazard.
Well, I mean, let me jump in and just address the health hazard, because these are, my colleagues at the county health department test that regularly. Those results are posted on our website for all the public to see.
I'm not talking about the water itself, but they take the bulldozer. Now, the goose have defecated all over the beach. The bulldozer comes and buries it. It looks very pretty because it's all clean. Now, the kids go out there with their little sand buckets and their thing and start digging up in there. What are they going to dig up? I mean, it'd be kind of a surprise if all of a sudden they got a shovel full of goose stuff. I mean, and where does the township stand on that?
Well, the
I mean,
township does regular maintenance on the beach. I think Casey Parker and our Department of Public Works is on it.
They're on it, yeah, but it's not solving the problem with what they're doing. Burying it is not gonna make it better.
Otto, we addle the eggs in the beginning of the season, and we've been through this as far as, the option, you can destroy geese and you can do those things, but, this committee decided not to do that, and,
I know.
So.
Are we gonna wait until the lake gets to be?
Well, I mean, what's the number of the birds? I mean, I've been monitoring that lake too. Addling the eggs is definitely keeping the population down. We can agree with that.
Well, we had 8 new ones this year.
Yeah, but when you're talking 8 birds, it's a big lake. The second lake, thank God, we don't have an issue with geese. We just
I hope you
modified.
don't,
Casey
because-
just did a wonderful job repaving that whole deal, and it's a model lake. The third lake, we have what, maybe 30, 40 geese there.
Yeah, well, you're being very optimistic in saying 30 or 40 geese. And being on the lake, they are very annoying because they come up and they defecate all over my deck too. So whenever I have a party or something, I gotta power wash the deck before we have the party.
For how many people want to see those geese gone, there's bird lovers out there that want to see them there. So it's America, and this is what we have to deal with.
I know, we're gonna, we've told you before, we're gonna staff the lakes. It'll probably be minimal staffing over there because we're not getting a large population of beachgoers there, but you certainly get the message out about the geese and individuals that go there, it's their
I see it
personal.
every day and it just aggravates me.
Right, but it's their personal choice to go to that beach versus the middle lake. The middle lake is certainly, used a lot more, there's no doubt about it. But from a liability standpoint, we're gonna continue to staff those lakes during the hours that we're required to do so. We're doing the best we can, but we have no more of a solution than they have at the Manahawkin Lake or they have it down in Waretown. They all have the same problem, we're all dealing with the same issue, but we do not have a final solution. The schools are dealing with it on their fields. We're dealing with it in our parks. Our kids are running around on the parks playing soccer, baseball. It's not just an issue that's, you
No,
know,
it's not just
with the
the
lake.
lakes.
It's all over.
It's a goose problem,
Yeah.
and I think they should stop calling them Canadian geese. I
I'm
think they should be
100%
Forked River geese.
They're up and down the coastline, and it's unfortunate they've chosen this area to take and, you know, not continue to fly. They settle. I mean, but we have to do what we're doing with the idling the eggs and try and continue to minimize, you know, the whole situation as we move forward, so. But believe me, the last thing I want to do is see you have to have a party and go out and wash down your deck every time, but it's still not something we have a solution to, but.
I mean, it's just an aggravation, and when you look at it every day, and I do out in my
Oh,
living
sure,
room,
yeah.
because I overlook it,
Yeah,
and it is just, it's just a shame
yeah.
that something that I grew up with as a kid and enjoyed, and it was absolutely pristine at the time, and there was no township money being put into it at that time, and yet it is 100% better than what it is today.
But don't forget, you're talking about when you grew up as a kid, they were all dirt roads, there were minimal houses in that area. The town has grown drastically, and that's.
Unfortunately, it has.
Unfortunately, you know, growth has added to the problem. We don't have the drainage system over there that we have in other parts of the town. All of the runoff is really running into the lake, and that's the ultimate solution for the lake, you know, pollution is to build more drainage basins and pick up that
That would
pollution
help a
coming
lot.
down. Yeah, there's no doubt about it, and we've done a lot on the second lake, and I know Casey has plans to keep continuing over to the, you know, your lake now and try and do something over in that area, so.
Well, it isn't my lake, although I like to feel that.
But we consider it your lake.
But it's a lake for everybody.
You're the
it's
keeper
just-
of it, you know?
It's just that I wish that I have many, many slides of this, and I wish I had the skill to be able to print them out and show you what the lake really looked like
Yeah.
back in my younger days. Because it was a thing of beauty and a thing that everybody was very proud of. Now, I think when you look at the geese out there and what they leave, I'm not saying they're not beautiful, they are, and they're great parents for the young.
Right, right.
But they are the messiest, dirtiest bird I think you could ever hope to see. And they are really fouling it up. But again, I thank you for listening to my gripes, at least it makes me feel better.
Anytime,
Thank you
Otto.
much.
Take care of yourself. Anyone else?
Seeing none, motion to close the floor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Move it.
Second.
All in favor? Thanks, folks.